What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and I have a package. I'm always excited when I get a package. I know what this is, and I'm super stoked because I've been wanting one of these for a while. The unboxing knife today is, the Midgards-messer Viking, and I wonder why. Because this is another Midgard-messer knife in here. German company, guys. Whenever I first got this knife in for review, it was from the Apex Pass-Around group. And it was owned by Mr. Kyle J. Lamphere, a.k.a. now Red Wolf EDC. I got that thing, and I immediately messaged, I got this thing, and I immediately messaged Kyle wanting to purchase it. It took a little bit of convincing, because he really liked this knife too. But it is mine. I love the big, big, huge knives, guys, and this is about as big and obnoxious as you can get, and I love it. Absolutely love it. A lot of people say it's kind of Medford-esque, which Dirk, I can't remember his last name. German company, German dude, but his name is Dirk. He takes a lot of his, and he'll tell you, he takes a lot of his design philosophies from Greg Medford because he's a huge Medford fan. So, yep, that's what this is. Running on bearings, titanium frame lock in CPM D2. And this was their first folder. Dirk is a custom knife maker, and he makes a lot of fixed blades. This is their first folder, and they did a run of 200. And as you can see, this is number 13 of 200. They have a mini version coming out, which I think pre-orders are already happened. Maybe not. I'll see if I can find it. If it's still available, I'll put it down in the description. Their website is in German, but there's a spot to turn it to English so you can understand what's going on. And so, yeah, and I've actually emailed them back and forth about something that we'll talk about with this knife. So without further ado, let's get into this thing because I have been just really just going pins and needles. They actually got here a lot faster, which USPS, that never happens, right? And so I was stoked. I wasn't expecting this until Saturday. It is Thursday, and yeah. So we got, oh man, this is one of those guys who really packages stuff well. He tapes it to the inside of the box, and it is wrapped up in this. And there's a reason for that as well, which we will go over. So because of that, I want to see. I'm just going to be very careful. Using big old blade, and it cuts. It just sliced right through that. This. And here we go. Look at this. This is the Bombur. I am probably butchering that. It's like B-O-M with the little two dots that I don't know what the hell means. B-U-R. And so that's how it's spelled. Bombur is what I'm going to call it until somebody corrects me. Look at this. This is also a run of 200, and this is number 67. Guys, I'm in my collection. These are limited runs. There's only 2 of them out there, 200 of these and 200 of these, but it's still, they're not crazy expensive like you would think something that limited would be. This is really cool. Okay, so we have a hole here versus just a fuller on this. So I'm curious on which is going to be better to middle finger flick, the fuller or the little hole. And I've been wanting to try this for so long, so I'm going to try the hole. Boom! Oh my god! Okay, and then we're going to try the fuller. Both of them work, and I love it. Oh man, look at this! Look at this knife, guys. So here it is against. It's kind of an awkward way to do this. Here it is against the Viking. So as you can see, it's still a big knife, but it's not as big as the Viking. The Viking is just a behemoth that I love. This one is more of a, this one is more of a, I guess, regular EDC size for me, even though it's big for probably a lot of people. It's very very doable for me in size, and putting this in hand, first impressions is that it's really comfortable. I was hoping that it would be. I was, you've got a neutral enough handle, but you've got a forward or a first choil, and then a second choil, then almost a third before it actually swells up. Now, you guys know that I usually like to have a forward finger choil, but one of the reasons I was like, I don't think I'm going to need it on that is because of some other designs, and when we do the full review, I'll kind of go over that. But because, look at this jimping. I'm just so excited, guys. Sorry. Focus, damn you. Look at that jimping. Okay, so this is very close together jimping, and it is done, really far up the blade. I like that. This is about the best kind of jimping that I like. It's not way aggressive. It is just aggressive enough to have you kind of lock your thumb in. And, even with my hand size, my thumb is still past the jimping, but landing on the back part of that jimping because they put it so far up. Yeah. Oh, so it feels really good in the hand. Now, you'll see this pocket clip is kind of funky. I like it. It's definitely not a deep carry, as you can see, which you guys, and I say this almost every time when it's not a deep carry, because I like to be able to pull my knives out like this. So the fact that it's not deep carry does not bother me in the least. Jeez, look at that action. It's not near as big of a blade as this guy, but it is just as fall shut. God. Man, I've just been really impressed with Midgards-messer. I mean, these are the only two knives that I have handled, but holy crap, do I love them. I absolutely love it. I love the color, the blue anodization, the stone washing on the blade. I love a good stone wash. It's one of my favorite blade finishes because it does hide wear. Get their logo there on this side and on the other side. Steel lock bar insert that also is an over travel stop. The detent. Okay, so it's good for the middle finger flick, but, like with a Kevin EDC test, it would probably fail for him because you can shake it out, but it's not near as easy to shake out as the Midgards-messer. But, I mean, look at the blade on this. It's freaking huge. It's 12 ounces, overall, but it's mostly the damn blade. So this one's definitely, I'm sitting there looking at it, and I've kind of stopped myself. All right, so you see how the jimping comes all the way up? I'm really curious if I could front flip this thing. Ugh. I haven't seen anybody do it yet. Let's see if we can. Okay, so this knife, so you see how the Midgards is. You can't do it with the Midgard. The way this thing is designed, I'm almost 100% positive they didn't intend it to be this. But the fact that I have a hole, the fuller, and can front flip this with the action like this. One of my favorite knives. Definitely looking like it's going to be one of my favorite knives. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say CPM D2, really. I get it. Not a lot of, now it's different than D2 that you'll find on like Civivis and CJRBs. Said it right. Different than that. So it's the powder metallurgy. So it is definitely a different steel than your D2, the CPM is. A lot of custom knife makers still use it. Medford still uses it. A lot of people give them crap for it. I don't mind the steel. Would I like it to be an M390 or something like that? Yeah, I sure would. But I don't let that really, it doesn't really affect me at all as far as what I paid for this, because I love the design. I love the design, and I love the build quality that you get from Midgards-messer. Because I knew how much I love this one, and I was hoping this would be just as good. And guys, it might even be even better. I am so stoked to have this. So First impressions, I like it. I like it a lot. Let me know what you guys think. It's a different looking knife. I love the design because it doesn't look like, anything that I can think of. I'm sure there's other designs out there that's similar, but it doesn't look like anything that I can think of. And with the build quality of this thing, I gotta definitely check out the pocket clip to see how it works because it's kind of funky, right? But in hand, I feel it, but it's definitely not a hot spot. I'm just really stoked. Get you another look at that, the way it's designed. Look at that. Definitely has a big old lanyard hole, slot, whatever you want to call it. God, I'm just stoked, guys. I am really, really excited to be able to get this in the collection. I did buy this on was it Reddit? Yes, it was Reddit because Kevin, Lefty EDC, he does this all the time. He's on Knife Swap a lot more than I am, and I've been trying to get on there more now that I have some funds to buy knives, because when I don't have funds to buy knives, I get on there, then I'm like pissed because I can't get it. But Lefty knew that I love my Viking, and he also knew, because I think we had talked about this knife, and so when he saw it, he hit me up, and I messaged the guy, and I bought it. I love you, Kevin, because Kevin's done that for me a lot. I've got quite a few knives that he's done that with, and I really appreciate that. He's my brother. You guys, if you are new to the channel, Kevin, Lefty EDC, and Jake over in Bearded Gear, they're my best friends in the community. I talk to them daily. Matter of fact, right before I got on here, I was trying to catch up on our conversation because I was out eating, and it's generally a good friendship. Matter of fact, I don't know if I said this. Me and Lefty EDC will be going to Blade Show 2021, and I am really stoked about that, to be able to get to meet a bunch of people that I have only talked to online, mainly Kevin, but a lot of other YouTubers and makers, designers, and I am so freaking stoked. So definitely, June 4th through the 6th is when that is. We will do in our live show that weekend. That night after we get done with the Blade Show that day. Oh, it's just going to be so much fun. I'm really, really excited. So definitely stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the full review of the Midgards-messer Bombur. Damn, I wish I knew how to pronounce it, but I don't. So anyways, guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for stopping by. Stay tuned for more, and stay safe in this freaking crazy world that we are living in. And we will see you in the next one.